one of the games that was one of our key matchups was Franklin County at Summit, and Will Rabb, who called that game. A good effort from Franklin County. It looked like you kind of dominated the time of possession and held on to the ball, but goodness gracious, it seemed like that Summit got the scoring opportunities when they needed them, didn't they, Will?
Well, the big thing in my mind was Franklin County couldn't take advantage of their opportunities. They got it in that fourth quarter. They got it inside the Summit 5-yard line twice. And once it was 3rd and goal from the 3, and they couldn't convert, go forward on 4th, and they turn it over on downs. The second time it's 4th and 1 from about the 6. And there's a bad snap, and so on a broken play, Neal and Jeans fought for every inch he could get, but it was short. The play was dead in the water. Those are probably the two most glaring, but Franklin County could not convert in the red zone tonight, had some other mistakes, had some untimely penalties, had 3 turnovers. So they go from playing the best game that they've played under Mac McCurry in his tenure last week to this week. Hey, a lot of the stats look really even, but Franklin County lost the key stat weave. We go back to General Nealon, the team who makes the fewest mistakes to win the game. Summit had a few of their own, but Franklin County wasn't able to convert. So tough one for the Rebels. They're going to kick themselves a little bit for letting this one slip away from them because it was 13-7 going into the fourth quarter. We're
talking to Will Rabb, the play-by-play voice for our for WCDT, one of the charter members of the Friday Night Thunder Radio Network, as he called the Franklin County Summit game a tough loss tonight for Franklin County, as we talked about. But after last week's win over Giles County and a good performance against Summit, there's got to be some positives coming out of this game, at least in the mindset as you look to go back home next week against Columbia.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a scheme issue. Franklin County moved the ball very well. No surprise, Summit won the rushing battle, and they had more total yards. But Summit was able to finish off their drives. But Franklin County moved the ball very well. They made a few plays on special teams. Defense played very well. It was a very even ball game until the fourth quarter, and then the dam kind of burst for Franklin County because they couldn't get into the end zone. Had a lot of guys going both ways because of some injuries, both in practice and in the game last week. And so Summit just wore them down, and they were able to make a couple big plays. But it was a 27-7 final score, but a lot closer. And I think the Columbia game comes at a good time because they're kind of struggling to find traction this year. And much like White County was after Tullahoma, Columbia is an opportunity to get a bad taste out of your mouth at home. It's just a matter of execution. Franklin County is talented enough to play with and beat just about any team that they would face regular season or, depending on the matchups in the postseason too. I think they'd match up well. They just have to execute, and, when you're a young team, that's hard to do sometimes.
All right, well, good luck. First of all, good luck in your travels back from outer Mongolia there, and good luck in your preparations for next week. And now, has Franklin County had homecoming yet? Is that on the docket?
Giles County was homecoming.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we don't advise folks schedule Giles County for homecoming. But it makes the party and it makes the dance a whole lot better afterwards when you beat Giles County. So they got that one out of the way, and 3 games left. The open date comes October the 12th or 11th or whatever. The months when it changes month, my dates get all screwed up. But the bye week coming up at a good time after Columbia. Then they'll have a couple big region games with Lincoln County and Shelbyville to figure out who goes to playoffs. All
righty, we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Appreciate it, Weave. We'll talk to you early next week for Prep Football Insiders.
Gotcha. Talk to you then.